Hi everyone, it's Tamsyn from Fit College here, and we're going to be continuing the series talking about strength training and common injuries that can happen within strength training or outside of your gym environment. So we're going to be looking at the shoulder joint today and things that can affect the shoulder joint. So the shoulder joint is quite complex. It's a ball and socket joint, and it's designed to give us a lot of movement, rotation, internal, external rotation, the whole lot. So with it just being a really mobile joint, it can cause a whole lot of other issues if we're not looking after them, and they comprise of a whole lot of small muscles in that area. So you can imagine some work needs to happen in those areas. So how do things like that happen? Well, we all have jobs, we all work for 8 hours a day, and extended periods of time behind a computer, slunched over, will shorten up your pec muscles. So you can imagine that these are going to get a little bit longer than they should be. So ways that we can correct that would be through a couple of exercises that I'm going to show you. All right, so we're going to go over here. So what we're going to look at is keeping your shoulder joint in a nice, safe position. So what does that look like from the side? Is it's positioned back in the shoulder joint. Feels quite comfortable. We're going to bring the arm to 90 degrees, and we're going to rotate it outwards. All right, so I'll show you one from the side, and I'll show you one from the front. Okay, so again, from this position, put your hand here if you like. We're going to rotate outwards, back in, and rotate outwards. So what this is doing is it's strengthening your shoulder joint and strengthening the muscles that keep your shoulder joint back in its socket instead of being forwards in an uncomfortable position. And that's actually quite a compromising position for the shoulder. So if you are lifting, it's a good idea to keep these nice and strong. So next week what we are going to be looking at is the hip joints and how your hips can affect your lifting, and also just in everyday life on how a tight hip can affect you just walking around. So I'll look forward to seeing you next week for a few more hints and tips around your training.